in our business to bring in hundreds of new leads every day using the power of Instagram. Now, I'm quite late to coming to Instagram. I'm probably from an older generation that we're still on Facebook, but recently I've got into Instagram, and I'm quite impressed really with the number of leads you can get for business using the product. So we've been working with some of our clients on building some tools for them to automate the whole process. Now, if you read my book on Instagram marketing, if you haven't, there's a link below and you can pick that up. You'll see how powerful Instagram can be for businesses. Now, if you go through the book, you'll see all of the tasks that you need to do though to make Instagram successful, and it's an awful lot of work. Now, I'm an automation expert. I don't want to do all of that work, but also I don't want my clients to think that I'm doing lots of automation. I want them to think that we're doing things the right way. I want Instagram to think we're doing things the right way, the way they want it done. But I can't spend hours every day following people, commenting, posting pictures, etc. It's just too much work. And that's where a lot of people will fail with Instagram, because they start off really well. They get a few leads, but it's just constant hard work. So I want to show you a tool we use. We did start writing our own, but to be honest, we went around the market, and there's quite a few on the market. Some are very, very expensive. There was one that wanted to charge us $50 a month, which is okay if it's bringing in the work, but it was $50 a month, and it got me banned from Instagram in a matter of days, and it wasn't that good. Others are a lot cheaper, but the one we've settled on is a product called Follow. They have an awful website. The actual screens themselves are pretty plain. It's not a great sales pitch or a great looking software. However, the power in it is huge. And not only do they do Instagram, they also have a version that will run on Pinterest, Twitter, and Tumblr, some other really important social media platforms that we're also tapping into, and we'll do some videos on those as well. So I want to show you Follow. The cost is quite cheap for an unlimited number of accounts. It's only $99 or one-off cost. There's no ongoing monthly fees, and you just run it on your local PC. So I think let's jump in, and as we go through it, I'll explain a little bit more about what it's doing. So here I've got the Follow screen, and we're going to set up a new Instagram account. It's called Gifts for Pilots. It's, for those who don't know, I'm quite a fan of flying light aircraft, and so I've set up an Instagram account to sell gifts to pilots. And so it's quite a simple thing. We're going to show lots of pictures of the gifts. We're going to use an Amazon affiliate store. So again, we're not going to ship any products, sell any products. We're just going to promote them on Instagram, and through the affiliate link, we'll get a small percentage off of each sale. So the screen really, first of all, we need to follow people. So as you know, in my book, I talked about how you need to go and find the people that are in your space, really. So we want to find people that are interested in gifts for pilots. So we want pilots, people interested in aviation. We want to follow people that provide products for aviators already. So on this screen here, we can actually do searches. So if I right click and do new, so I want to find any user who's tagged a phrase. So if we tag a phrase of plane, it will go off and find any users that have tagged that. And here it is in the list. So you can see I'll put a few in. So anybody that's likes pilot, aviation, flying. Sporty's Pilot Shop is actually an online retail store. They've got physical stores as well, but we're really interested in picking up any of their followers. So they've got tens of thousands of followers. So we're tapping into those, and all of those followers, this product here, the Follow program, is going to go off and try and friend all of them. We've got some others here, Pilot Eyes 777, another very popular Instagram account, and Future Aviators. And Instagram Aviation here, this has got tens of thousands of followers as well. So we're going to make contact with every single one of those followers and invite them to follow us. So it's quite simple. We put in some search criteria. Now, depending on what market you're in, so if you're in the consultancy business, for example, you want to put in here business. If you want to sell to you're a fashion retailer selling to men, for example, you can put in some of the key players within the men's fashion areas, celebrities, etc. We can follow them on here, and the system will go ahead and every day it will make contact with these people and ask them to follow us. And as you know, on Instagram, there's a sort of an unwritten rule that if I follow you, you'll follow me back. So again, the more people we follow, the more chance we've got followers coming in. Now this will build an audience, but we have to be a little bit careful with Instagram. If we suddenly go and get sort of 1,000 followers in a day, it's not going to look very organic or natural. It's going to look like we're using some automation bot. So we need to start slowly. So here we're only going to scrape 500 users every day from all of these Instagram accounts and search criteria. So not much. And then every week we're going to up it and up it and up it. And eventually we'll be getting sort of 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 followers every day. But to start off with, our aim really is probably just to get us our 20 to 50 followers a day. Next week we'll try and get 100, the following week 200, etc. So we slowly build it up. Instagram gets used to us building the account, and it looks a lot more natural. So it's very simple. We put in our search terms. The next page on the setup wizard is to scrape photos. So what we can do is actually get other people's photos onto our machine. Why is that useful? Well, we can then repost them. So it's quite a nice option. I'm not using it for this account. I don't think it's right for this account because we want to show our own products. But if you wanted to gain lots and lots of photos on Instagram, and you're more than it's within the rules to sort of like and post somebody else's photos. So again, here's the option to do it. Okay, so let's we've got to add one in here. So we're putting here private. You can turn the screen off. There's a front page where we can turn this option off, but I've turned all the options on just to show you, really. Okay, here we have important part of the screen, and here it's a follow limit. So what it's saying here is every time we do an automation run, and it does multiple runs within the day, so it's not just a one-off, it'll keep doing this. And we can set the times for that, how many times a day we want it to run. But it is at the moment set to follow 20 to 50, so it'll pick at random between 20 and 50 people to follow. Up to a maximum of 200 to 500 a day, so it could be 200, could be 300, 400, 499 people a day it's going to attempt to follow, and between each follow it's going to wait 20 to 25 seconds. So as you can see, every day we're going to go and follow a good few hundred people. We can also decide that we only want to follow users who've posted recently. Users have X number of photos, so we're looking at really active people here. Users that have lots of followers, again, we may not want to try and follow people that are new to Instagram and not really using it. And users who have quite a few follow-ins, so those that are quite active again. The one I always tick though is to ignore private users. If you mark your account as private, then it seems quite strange why somebody like myself would come and want to follow you. So I think it works better if we turn that off. There is also up here a follower to following ratio, so rather than set these details here, you can set this ratio up and it will slowly increase these numbers as it grows. I prefer to do it manually, it puts me in control. The next screen is Unfollow. Now Instagram has a limit of 7,500 people you can follow. So if you keep following people, you're soon going to get to that 7,500 limit. So what you need to do is on a regular basis unfollow people. So on the system here, there's the option to unfollow. So after 2 days, I'm going to unfollow between 20 and 50 people each time, up to a daily maximum limit of 400 to 700. But I'm not going to unfollow those people that have followed me. because if I unfollow them, there's a chance they'll unfollow me. Now, as the account grows and we get near to the sort of 7,500, then I will switch this off. But it's actually quite nice to keep that on to begin with, because it keeps your numbers a lot higher. As soon as we click on this button, you'll find that some of those followers will drop off. Not huge numbers, but some will. So we keep it to begin with, and then later on, when we've got thousands and thousands of followers, we can untick it. We can also blacklist people, so we don't try and follow them again. Now, it depends on time, really. I don't know about you, but sometimes I won't go onto Instagram every day. So if they haven't followed me after 2 days, it doesn't mean that I should blacklist them. We could try again in a few weeks' time. Okay, now here's quite important, photos. So we've got, hopefully after running this program for a few weeks, we've got thousands and thousands of followers. Now we need to put an offer in front of them. And the way you do that on Instagram is to put a photo up. So in the case of this Pilot's gift shop, what we're going to do is take all the photos from the shop and pile them into a directory here. We're going to put it in Gifts for Pilots directory. And it's going to share between 2 and 4 each day of those photos. So randomly throughout the day, it will post those photos on Instagram. Now, once the account's active and we've got lots of followers, I'm going to up this. Instagram, the things move on quite quickly. People don't scroll through pages and pages of photos. So why don't we just keep putting photos up there? Every half hour, we put up one of our products with a link to our website. We can put that in the image, and also we can put a comment. So at the moment, we just got the one comment in the system. Let's edit that. New online store, Gift for Pilots, opening soon. Follow us now to get the special launch discount. So we're not doing an awful lot at the moment. We just pasting the odd photo up. But in here, what we would have is lots of different comments, lots of links, information about prices. We can also put in some of our own comments to begin with as well. Location, quite important. So if you're a local restaurant, for example, and you just want to show people who are in the local area, so you can have a special offer that goes up, we can put it into here. We can actually assign comments just to specific photos. So in here we can actually put a link to that specific product as well. And we can also set times for it to come. So again, if you're a restaurant, at 12 o'clock every day, you could put up a special discount offer for people that come and show you the picture on Instagram. So there's a lot of power here. What this means is we will be following people, they'll be following us back, and we'll be active, putting photos up on Instagram every day, multiple times a day, constantly. It will make you a very active user on Instagram. And those photos, again, will create leads for your business. Also, those followers will go across to your profile, and you've got the one click on your bio. Your bio should hopefully sell them on what you're all about, and they can click on the bio. And you'll be surprised at how many people will come over and click your link. That takes them off to your website, and then you can sell them your product or your service. We also can like photos. So here we're going to like between 25 and 50 photos, all within the subject matter that we're trying to follow for. And we're going to like up to 400 to 600 a day. And we can decide only to like photos that are quite popular. What happens there is the people who you've liked will know that you've liked their photo, and there's a chance, a reasonable chance, that they may click on your bio and have a look at who you are and why you're liking their photos. So it's quite useful. It's nowhere near as powerful as sharing photos on the site or following, but it's surprising. It does bring some leads in, and well worth doing. Okay, we also want to unlike. We can't like everything forever, and again, there are some limits to how much we can like. So this system will automatically unlike. Now I've set it for 365 days at the moment. I want to keep those likes on Instagram as long as I can while it's a new account. But once I've got volumes and we're building the account, we can bring this back down again. We can also comment, and this is quite powerful. So we can actually place comments again on posts on Instagram. So I can comment between 2 to 3 at a time. limit 50 to 100, and I can delay the comment. So I can put in here as many different comments I like, and it will go through them. So it will pick at random from my list. And actually, we found this to be quite useful for some of our clients. I'm actually putting a link to their website, so we can actually put like great post, really enjoyed it, and then put a link to their bio, or thanks Dave, business automation expert, and again a link to my bio or to my website. So it's again quite powerful, and you'll be surprised at what business you can bring in just through commenting. So we have to put one in here, so let's just put great post. Okay, now this you've got to be careful with this direct messaging. What we can do is send a message to every person that's following us, or what we use it for mainly is for those that are new followers. So every time somebody follows us, we send them a message. It's quite powerful, isn't it? So I follow you on Instagram, and within minutes I will get a direct message that should come up on my phone. There's a the little count on the top to show you that you've got a message. Most people actually go into the message because they don't get that many of them, and they'll read it. So in there, I normally put a little bit about me, what we're trying to do, or the business we're working with, a little bit about them, links to their bio, and links to their website. Again, how powerful is that? If you're getting a couple of hundred new followers a day, and you're sending a message to each one of them trying to sell your product or service, isn't that powerful? It's really powerful. But a little warning on this, because it's called us out a few times. Go slowly with this. Take your time with it. Don't send hundreds and hundreds out quite quickly when you first start using the system, because it will ban you. Now Instagram's quite good on direct messages. Sorry, it will give you a little warning beforehand, and it will stop you doing it for a couple of days, but then allow you to carry on again. But do take that as a warning, and then lower these limits. Also, don't post the same message constantly, because that looks like automation. So here, when you do the message, we can do lots of them. So don't just do one, do lots of them. Oh, by the way, while I've got this here, you can also send a photo or a video. How powerful is that? Actually having a video of you talking to your new followers, thanking them for the follow and telling them all about your product. So you can attach that to the message as well. Another great feature of messages, which makes it look a little bit more normal to Instagram, is you can spin the text. So I'm going to put in here, hello, and then hi. And what that spin text will do is when it passes through, it'll either say hello or hi. It won't do both. So anything in between these squiggly brackets here, that's split, it'll pick one of them at random. So we can have lots in here. So loads and loads of ways of saying the same thing multiple times. So every time it sends a message, it'll be slightly different. And again, Instagram likes it. It doesn't like to see the same message just sent day after day after day. We can also crawl our website. So this is quite powerful. If you got a website with an RSS feed, we can actually put that into the system, and it will trawl through it and add them to your Instagram account. Alright, so let's actually quickly add something. So we can add our feed in here. Okay, and then we can decide when we're going to actually be active. So you can do it 24 hours a day. Here I've got 12 o'clock in the afternoon to 11 o'clock in the morning. So we're actually going to work through the night. A lot of the reason for this is actually I'm based in the UK, and a lot of my followers for the gifts for pilots will actually come from the States, and I'm actually aiming at the States rather than the UK market on this. There's a lot more private pilots in the States. So again, this is a brand new account. It's probably growing at just a few users every day, and we're slowly ramp this up. So this is just an example. hopefully you can see the power of using some software like this. Now, as I said, the software is quite cheap. Let's actually go over to their website. You'll see first of all that they do a Twitter edition. Same thing, follows people, makes comments, posts to Twitter. Pinterest is really good. I'm really getting into Pinterest at the moment. Well worth a visit. And Tumblr as well. I'm starting to warm to Tumblr. It's not as popular as these top three as far as bringing leads in for me. But then again, I might not have the right formula yet. But it's definitely grown. It's definitely getting worth looking at. Pricing for the product. Just hook over to the pricing page. It's not expensive. Basically, you're paying $97 for unlimited accounts. So if you've only got one Instagram account that you want to promote, I think it's just $59 or $57, something like that. So just go one account, $57.99, or you can have 5 account license for $77.99. So peanuts really. And this is a lifelong membership fee. Sorry, product fee. You don't have to keep paying out every month or every year. So you can pick the editions you want, so they're all the same price. So unlimited Instagram, but they also do a bundle. So here we got 4 editions. So $337.99. You can get unlimited accounts really for all of the different social networks that they use. So we'll have the Tumblr, the Twitter, the Instagram, and what else didn't I say? Pinterest. So it's quite cheap, and you can have unlimited accounts. Now, why would you have unlimited accounts? Well, why not? Why not have 10 Instagram accounts, all of them going off, getting different people? It just brings in business from lots of different sources. So I hope you found that interesting. You know, a key to running any business is to have a steady level of leads coming in. And today, getting a nice volume of traffic to your website, to your offer, to your product, quite often costs money. We have Facebook ads that are quite expensive. You can have pay-per-click, again expensive. SEO, it's expensive. You've either put in a lot of time and effort into it, or you're paying somebody to put a lot of time and effort in. And now with this, I can set up an account within probably half an hour, and we'll have an account up and running, going off, getting followers, and getting traffic in. And it'll slowly build, but over a period of a couple of months, that can be quite substantial traffic. And we have clients that are bringing in huge number of leads every single day just by using this Follow Like a program. Okay, and it's quite cheap. So if you're interested, I've put a link on the bottom, just to be open and honest. We're always open here. That is an affiliate link. However, Follow Like aren't great on giving affiliate payments. For each person that buys Follow Like through the link below, I think we get $2, something really, really small. But like I always do, if we're going to get something back for you clicking the link, I'm going to give something back to you. So if you buy Follow Like through the link below, we don't know that you bought it. So if you just fire us a quick email, send it to help@automatemy.business, and we'll send you a full training guide. So we've got a proper training guide on how to get the best out of Follow Like, including sort of more case studies of exactly how you should set it up, and a checklist to go through. So again, more than the $2 value that we're going to gain from you clicking on the affiliate link. So again, I hope that's been useful to you, and I look forward to talking to you in the very near future about other ways where you can automate your business. And we don't just talk about sales here, we're also talking about the process as well. But sales are quite important. You will find that I do a lot of videos on the sales side, because if we can automate the prospects coming into your business, converting those prospects to buying clients, a lot of the hard work of running a business is done. We need to have that sort of prospect constantly coming in. So thanks very much, and I hope to see you again another day. Thank you. Bye bye.